We're heading around to ship Wright's Point, isn't it? For a camp. Port Huon. Stop to enjoy these views of the fish farms in the water. Approaching Signet, I think. We found ourselves a fabulous spot at Shipwright's Point beside the Huon. Frankland Marina. We look in the wooden boat factory. Keep doing that. You end up with a very thin shell of rope that you can't use for anything before you cover it with fiberglass outside. You take the molds out, cover it with fiberglass inside. That makes it very strong. We said Mark can do that. He's a student from the certificate like many years ago, and he's got experience. So he's been on it full time for 4 months now, and working like a mate to get it finished for the Wooden Boat Festival in the start of February. Looking at the ships around the wooden boat building school at Frankland. Look at these glorious swans. Going to indulge ourselves in a sail on the Yukon today. The Yukon being the ship. The river we're sailing on is the Huon, not the Yukon.
In Wineglass Bay for a day and a night.
Was that just this last week?
Yeah, that was last Tuesday.
That's when I was hanging onto the bull bar to stop getting blown away when I was photographing the snow.
We're up on top of Mount Field.
Yeah.
Oh, an absolute blizzard up there.
Yeah. Well, the snow's just melted on the peaks.
Yes, yeah. What's the class of this one? What is it?
Well, she's a gaff rig Ketch.
A gaff rig Ketch.
She's built as a trawler in Denmark in 1930.
Yeah.
And we restored her between the years of 97 and 2003.
Right.
So I chartered in the Baltic Sea with her, and then we sailed out here about 3 years ago. Got to Australia about 3 years ago.
Right. Oh.
Why is she a ketch, not a schooner?
Because the main mast is forward.
Oh.
That's the main mast.
Yeah.
That's aft. The mizzen is the smaller of the two masts. So if she was a schooner, this would be where that chimney is there.
Ah, right. Yeah.
And that mast would be here.
Oh, right.
So
okay.
The opposite.
Yeah. So that's where the main mast would be if it was a schooner. Okay. And that's the mizzen.
While you're standing there looking gorgeous. Welcome aboard, everyone. My name's David. I'm the captain. Huon is our deckhand today, as he is most days. The ship was built in 1930, so she's 84 years old, and she was restored by myself and my wife in Denmark between the years of 97 and 2003. We arrived in Australia in 2011, so we've been here for about 3 years. We've just returned from a 2-month trip away where we've been in Sydney and sailing the coast of New South Wales, doing work with the Australian Nuclear Scientist Organisation. researching microplastic infiltration in the food chain in the East Australian current. What we're going to do today, we've only got an hour and a half, we'll go down the river and try and find a bit of breeze, and we've got a big square, so we'll set that and try and switch the engine off. See how we go. It's not a lot of wind though. She was built in Hobart. She's actually the oldest registered surveyed vessel in the country, continually in survey, and she's awaiting funding for restoration. So when we're sailing normally, 24 hours a day, we divide ourselves up into watches, 2 or 3 people on a watch. The more people we have, the more watches we can stand. So you may be awake for 4 hours, you sleep for 8 hours, wake for 4 hours, so you're sailing 24 hours a day, and this is where we live. This is usually not up, we take that down, so you've got a better view, but because of the rains of our foot, it might be nice just to leave it up. And we use the compass for steering the vessel by, and we have navigation systems with a computer and everything there. You can see the little boat on the screen there, and we have radar, we have all sorts of electronic systems that are sort of hidden away. Alright mate, when you're ready. Good on it. Qualified crew now.
Yeah. Come below decks to check out the accommodation. It's quite comfortable, compact but comfortable.
It just funnels up the valley. It's a good day to stay in bed and read a book. It's a good day to stay in bed and read a book. Not that I ever do that.
So last night in Hobart we came back to have dinner with Christian and Corinna and Janelle and Leonie. It was lovely. We're now heading back to our camp. We just had to stop and take these photos of Mount Wellington with its blanket of mist. Almost looks like fairy floss wafting over the top of it. Lovely colour in the sky.
Just like Christmas cake.
Isn't it beautiful? We reached Richmond, the lovely town of Richmond, just out of Hobart town. We're ambling up the main street of Richmond. The lupins just grow so beautifully here. How's that for a good name for a shop? Unique. I wonder if they sell any lambs for. I can't see any. Oh, there's a lamb in the window. Yes, there is.
Probably you, probably a ram.
Yeah. This sells all the things we remember. The peppercorn gallery just here, and I'm standing under the peppercorn tree. Great orange, apple, carrot, celery, ginger juice in there. Very nice. The Richmond Arms, beautiful old sandstone building. This is the Richmond Bridge with workmen working. 1823. I'll leave it up to you to guess what these are. It's a field of poppies, I think, over there. We're between Richmond and Oatlands. Oh, aren't they beautiful? The dog doesn't like me talking to his horses. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Save me from her. Oh. Yeah. Aren't they just beautiful? Driving into Oatlands, which is a little town somewhere.
Midlands.
Midlands.
Middle
That's
Midlands.
right. Yeah, I can't. Yes. How's that? These are the old Oatlands sale yards in front of me, and the windmill at the back, obviously. I think this is the old Oatlands jail. Beautiful old stone buildings in Oatlands. We've done a detour through the quaint little town of Ross, another historic old sandstone built village. Across the old council chambers on the left, the town hall, the memorial in the middle. This is the bridge at Ross. Not as photographed as the one at Richmond, but it's worth it. It's beautiful. An old fella looks like a local leaning on the bridge up there. Certainly gone to a lot of trouble decorating their bridge. Captain someone Turner.